Welcome back. We've been talking all hour about just how people are being taken advantage of in these love scams and financial scams as the COVID crisis continues and people are desperately looking for jobs and connections. Well, Monica Vaca is the Associate Director of the Federal Trade Commission, and she says not only are people who are single or looking for love falling prey to these things, millennials have become a prime target of these scammers as well. Monica, thank you so much for joining us. As I said, we've been talking about this for the whole hour. There are so many people, including myself, we've done this story, and oftentimes it's older people who are perceived to be more susceptible to being scammed. But right now, with what we're experiencing, you're seeing younger people being a bigger target in this current state. Why is that the case?
One thing that we're seeing is a lot of job offers coming in through text messages. This is something obviously that it's on a lot of people's minds. They are looking for work. They are trying to find some way to make a living, and we are getting reports about people being sucked into what we call fake check scams or mystery shopper scams. And these are scams that particularly affect millennials.
You say right now there are like 3 popular scams. Run them down to us.
We're seeing a whole lot of people reporting online shopping scams. So this is where you order something online, it never arrives. The second one we're seeing a lot of is, again, like I said, the mystery shopper scam. These are sort of what we call the text messaging frauds and scams. And it'll start like it looks like you're going to get a job. You might even get a check in the mail. And then you use that check, you go deposit it in your bank account, and you follow the instructions, which almost always end up in that check bouncing and you losing a whole lot of money. That's another one we're seeing. And then, of course, we're seeing a whole lot of scams around COVID treatments, cures, prevention kits, things like that, offers for things that we know do not have any kind of scientific substantiation behind them.
Earlier in the show, we spoke with Erica, who was the victim of a stimulus check scam. She actually ended up sending $8,000 in cash and gift cards. It's unfortunate, but where there's an opening, criminals will try to run in. But who do you call? The local police? You call the feds? Who do you call? Because she's made many attempts to get her money back without any success.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right, and that's a huge issue. So we definitely want people to report when this happens to them. So one thing about reporting to the FTC is that we use your reports, we share your reports with law enforcement across the country, and so that means federal law enforcement, state law enforcement, local law enforcement. The point of reporting, why it's really important, is because you cannot see these big picture trends and patterns if you're just looking at a few individual reports. When you look at a whole lot of them, suddenly you can draw some connections. Suddenly you can say, oh, look, this same phone number is being used here, and it's being used here, and it's being used 100 different times. Law enforcement does use those reports, and we are able to get money back for people. However, it has to be something. It has to be something that we can track down. And we can't track it down if we don't have any reports.
Well, it's just incredible. As I said, you've been doing this for a long time. I've covered these kinds of stories, and you just see where there is an opening and people who want to take advantage are waiting at every turn. Well, Monica, we appreciate you joining us today. Thank you so much. It's been a fascinating hour of really heartbreaking stories, but hopefully the people who spoke up today can find peace in the power of using their voice to warn others. So we appreciate you joining us today, Monica.
Thank you.